Hello. Nice to be back. This is vlog number 8, I think. I've been doing bits and pieces of filming over the last couple of weeks and hoping to put together a little bit of a hodgepodge of stuff that I've been getting up to. But I'm just going for a lovely walk today, heading up the South Loch Ness trail, which I've done a tiny bit before, but not very long, and it goes all the way from Inverness all the way to Fort Augustus, the other side of Loch Ness, and it's really gorgeous. You see the hills back there, and it's really nice and quiet. Starting to climb now. Whew! I'm not as fit as I once was. Gone are the days when I would do hill running and stuff around Dundee. Haven't done that for a long time. Hot, so I'm sorry if I'm a hot, sweaty mess. Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to vlog 8. Feels like I've done millions of them, even though it's only 8 so far. First of all, I wanted to say a big thank you to all of the lovely comments and messages I got after my last vlog and my last major Instagram post and stuff. It's so lovely to hear from people from other parts of the world and people who are wanting to do similar things, like move to Scotland, move to the Highlands and stuff. So it's really lovely to connect with people, especially during this time of kind of disparity in the world and people becoming ever more separated and in different camps and stuff. It's really nice to just get some really lovely messages from people, so thank you very much. It's really nice. You may have seen on my Instagram post that I've decided to take a step back from the farm with Jude, and it's hard to explain really my reasons why. I'm still trying to work out my reasons why as well, but I think it's really hard to work on a project with someone who you're really good friends with, and Jude and I have been friends for many years, and we've helped each other through lots and lots of life events, and we've helped each other with various different projects that we've been really passionate about, but this was the first time that we were actually going to be doing something together. I think it's really difficult to work on a project and try and be equal partners in something when you're both inputting different amounts and and with us, you know, it wasn't equal because Jude owns the farm and it's her land, and I didn't, and so I have less responsibility and less long-term commitment to the place than she does, and also time commitment as well, because she lives at the farm all the time. She's there every single day and is working her arse off every single day with it, whereas I have 2 other jobs, sometimes 3 other jobs at the same time, and also don't live on the farm. I live in Inverness, and so I would have to travel to the farm and stuff, and I could leave it as well at the end of the day. And this was making it uncomfortable between us, with the project and our friendship as well, and I really didn't want that to be damaged at all, and so I decided to take a step back sooner rather than later, to let Jude run with the project in exactly the way that she wants to, and not feeling as well that I was holding her back or that I was trying to do something differently. I also stubbornly feel like Jude has a right to do a project in a way that she wants to do it, and equally so I have the right to run something in a way that I want to as well. And I'm just trying to work out at the moment what that is, what that project is. And so I'm sorry to any of you who are watching who expect lots and lots of permaculture farm updates and stuff. I can recommend some fantastic other vlogs if you want to go and watch that happening. But I was really keen to actually carry on doing my vlogs and not stop entirely, because I think actually this journey that I'm doing at the moment is quite good to share, because very few people can move out to the countryside and have a piece of land and grow food on it and try and live a sustainable life in the countryside. The vast majority of us live in cities. I do as well. And so actually what I'm kind of thinking about doing at the moment is actually just focusing on my little piece of land, which is literally my back garden and my front garden, which are tiny, and trying to create a kind of permaculture life with Tim just in our suburban house and in our garden, because isn't that really important to do? To demonstrate that you don't need to have loads of land to try and make a difference to the planet and try and live a green life. You don't have to move to the countryside to do it. And actually, in loads of ways, living in the countryside makes you more dependent on fossil fuels. You have to have a car, and you can't exist in the Scottish Highlands basically without a car. And so I think it's really interesting to pick apart and maybe demonstrate and kind of show my exploration of what that kind of urban permaculture, well, semi-urban, I suppose, we're not completely in the centre of Birmingham or somewhere, but semi-urban permaculture can look like. I think that could be quite interesting. So in the last couple of weeks I've just been focusing on that, looking at mine and Tim's permaculture life at home and reassessing kind of boundaries and stuff to do with work. And I've finished a job this week that I've been doing for 3 years, so that's a pretty big milestone. And yeah, we're having to rethink our kind of careers and stuff, because I was expecting around this time to be taking on loads of new fiddle pupils. I'm a fiddle teacher, and that's obviously not been happening because of COVID, and we're having to adjust our expectations, as I'm sure everybody is having to do during this time. But I really see this as an opportunity to just stop and take stock of how lucky we are, and being so grateful for what we've got, and the little small world that we've created in our home and in our garden. And our little tiny family is just about to expand to having a puppy in September, who I'm sure you'll get to meet. And I'm actually really excited about this tiny world that I'm now going to be able to influence. So I've been creating new no-dig beds in my front garden. So you'll see some videos of that. So I'm determined to get rid of my lawn in the front garden. Our suburb is full of houses that have very, very large lawns in the front garden, some bigger than others, but you know, there's just lawns everywhere. And whenever I see them, I always just think immediately, think how much food you could grow in that space, and some of them are huge. And I like the idea of demonstrating in our suburb that you can grow food in your front garden. You can grow tatties and kale and salads and everything. And already during lockdown I've been giving out seedlings to people on our street and stuff, and folks have been amazed by what we can grow. And it's like, it's just spinach is pretty easy to grow, you know, but that's really been a light bulb moment with me, going, actually, it's about demonstrating permaculture in the city, where the people are, like right in front of their eyes. And I think that is going to be really exciting, even though I'm probably going to get labelled as the hippie on the street. I really don't care.
Son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man, searching for glory. I took out an old pen and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. When your time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note.
And Tim and I have been sorting out our composting in the back garden. So we have an absolutely tiny back garden. It's really small, but even out of a really small garden, we've ended up with loads and loads of leaves and grass and bits from the garden that we need to compost, and I'm determined to make our own compost.
Son, when you grow up, you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind.
So also in the last couple of weeks, lockdown has been eased in Scotland, and so we were able to have friends come and visit, which was wonderful. And we took them on a really lovely walk and drank red wine and filled up our hearts. It was just magical.
I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking.
I'm sure everybody's been feeling this as well, but just with COVID and with lockdown and stuff, it's really made me appreciate my family and my friends, and just really, really simple things, that we have enough food to eat and that we have each other as well. I'm eternally grateful every single day to Tim, my partner. But of course we had to cancel our wedding. We were meant to be getting married in September, but that's not going to happen, or it's at least not going to happen in the way that we wanted, with all of our friends and our family around us. But we decided that if we couldn't get married in September, then we were going to allow ourselves to have a dog. And that's another thing that we have wanted for a long time. And so it's not all bad. It's my consolation prize. I get a puppy, even though I'm not getting married. And now that I've finished my main job, which I was meant to finish back in March, but was lucky enough to be able to continue it during lockdown, now that that's finishing, I've got enough time to actually finish my permaculture design qualification, which is partly why I was doing all of the designs for the farm and stuff, which I shared on another vlog. But it means I can actually put those all together in a portfolio and can be assessed and can just have more time to learn and to really immerse myself in the principles of permaculture, and to try and live frugally and try to get this balance between taking my fair share of things from the earth, but also living with abundance as well, and living with the abundance of love and time and compassion, and really exploring where that's going to take me. I'm not sure where that's going to go yet, but I hope you'll join me on the journey. And thank you so much for watching my latest vlog, and please feel free to write comments below or send me messages on Instagram. I love getting them, I really do, and it's really wonderful to hear from other folk and to see other examples of urban permaculture and stuff, or rural permaculture, or just anything. Send me a picture of a cake, it would be wonderful. It's really nice to hear from anybody, and to demonstrate that there is love across the world, and there is, you know, there are really kind people in the internet on the other side of the world. It's really wonderful to experience that, so thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.